It's literally been going right in a historical fashion. They've won 12 regular season games in a row. Brock Purdy, for whatever he can't do, here's what he can do. Win every single game he starts and finishes. Brock Purdy has never lost a football game in the NFL in which he's been allowed to start and able to finish all in the same day. He is undefeated. So, second longest winning streak in franchise history with undefeated rookie quarterback who's playing like an 8-year NFL veteran. If that's not good enough for you, my friend, you've chosen the wrong vocation. I don't know what to tell you. You don't know what you're looking at. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know NFL history. You actually are, you're enough of a narcissist to believe that you know more than the people in charge of this franchise, and your opinion of what is good trumps observable NFL history.
Well, I mean, just don't ignore what you're watching. I mean, let's go back to that opening drive. Opening drive on the road against the Rams in their place. Now, granted, it wasn't really their place, right? It was 70% Niner fans. The Niners were in their home jerseys. It felt like a home game just on the road. But Brock Purdy on the first drive, 6 for 6, averaged 8.2 yards per attempt, got Ayuk, Debo, CMC, and Kittle at least one touch, mix in 5 CMC carries for 26 yards, including a 14-yard touchdown run. And there you have it, 11 plays, 75 yards, Niners on top. Jake Moody's first kickoff then goes for a touchback, and you've got this incredible start to your day. So, no, I mean, it's Purdy. I mean, look at it this way. That was Purdy not being sharp. We've talked endlessly about the word ceiling all off season. This guy's got a higher ceiling. This guy's got a higher ceiling. Brock's ceiling is too low. But we never, ever, ever discuss the floor. And in reality, if this is Brock's floor, where he didn't really play all that well, and he missed 3 or 4 deep balls, and they still score 30 on the road and beat a good football team in their building, and he has a perfect record, and the Niners have a 2-0 start on the road, I'll take it. I'll take this floor. And Purdy's going to connect on some of those deep balls, and it's like it wasn't like he didn't connect because he didn't have enough arm strength. He just overshot his guys. He overshot Debo. He overshot Jennings. He had 3 or 4 balls that were there, and he just overshot it. But to me, this is once again play. We talk about make a play, make a play, make a play, make a play. That's like the underlining, call of action in football on either side of the football. Just make a play, just make a play. How about this? Avoid negative plays. That's what Breeze did. That's what Brady did. That's what Rodgers has done. That's what Joe did. That's how you win a ton of football games. You avoid the negative play. You throw the ball into the turf. Instead of throwing it in the middle of the field and floating it into a crowd, a la Jimmy Garoppolo, Jimmy was known as, look at the resiliency. He could bounce back from negative plays that he created. Yes, he could bounce back from negative plays that he created. I'd rather have a quarterback that doesn't create those negative plays and is not always trying to make amends. That's Brock Purdy in a nutshell. He took care of the football for the second week in a row, and that looks easy to do, and it isn't.
Larry, there are an awful lot of cliches out there attached to the sport of football, right? I mean, one of them is it's not the plays you make, it's the mistakes you don't make. And that's where Purdy the rubber meets the road on him. You're right. It's the mistakes he doesn't make. And then beyond that, he is better than just like the game manager that some people are trying to throw him into that category. He escapes trouble. He's got foot speed. He knows his way around the pocket. He makes his reads. He remains patient. He'll stand in against the pressure, against the rush. There is a real, tangible, winning NFL quarterback in Brock Purdy, to where I would think he would have success if Kyle Shanahan weren't holding his hand through the beginning of his career. Like, this guy just looks like he can play professional football. I don't know any other way to say it. And the data point that I would have to back me up is he's never lost a game in which he's been allowed to start or finish. That's pretty good. That's a really nice start for a guy who is brand new at this and looks like an 8-year NFL veteran. Now, on the chat, I see someone, Carolina Sinatra, says, if they don't win the Super Bowl, this didn't mean shit. Okay, if that's the way you approach watching an entire season of sports, the only portion of the journey that you understand or acknowledge or even care about is the moment where you either break the finish tape first or not at all. If that's all you understand, then it really shouldn't matter if the 49ers go 0-17, because there's no difference in your mind between 0-17 and losing in an NFC title game by 3 points. There's the same
I'm going to call this out for what it is. This is the petulant child take.
Yeah.
It's like, if I don't get everything I want, I don't want anything. Ah. Sorry. Sorry. Only one team wins. There's a reason cities, despite hemorrhaging money across the nation, throw costly multi-million-dollar parades for sports teams that win championships, because it's freaking rare and it's hardly ever done. And it's really, really special. The reality is there's 33 teams in the NFL, 32 of them, or is it 32? 32 teams in the NFL.
Total losers, including the team that lost the Super Bowl.
31 of them are failures.
Yeah. What you're
there's 31 failures out there.
What you only understand about sports is the moment when someone's holding a trophy. That's all you can conclude. You don't know how to evaluate who's doing well or who's doing poorly in their jobs beyond someone holding a trophy. And if they're holding a trophy equals good at job, if not holding trophy equals bad at job. The world will never be that black and white. And to say, well, man, let me tell you, I want a Super Bowl. Join the fucking party. Who doesn't want to
get in line?
Get in line, exactly. So look, what we would love you to do the next time you're thinking about what to do for breakfast, or maybe what to do in terms of healthy dessert, Larry, I want people to get in line at Palmetto Superfoods. They are the sponsor of 49ers Wake Up, and we want to tell you about the Acai Bowl. It is delicious. It is fantastic. You wouldn't think Larry and I would be selling acai bowls, right? We don't look like acai guys, but all you got to do is try one and you will be converted. Trust me, there are